In the darkness between the stars, the weak and the faithless
learn to play Warhammer.
Welcome to my new video series where we're learning how to play Warhammer.
Der Spielkanal, yet another gaming channel with no budget for animation or even a catchy tune.
But which Warhammer?
40,000.
Okay.
So, you've never played Warhammer before?
No.
Okay, so you're going to learn how to play Warhammer with the trusty Imperium Magazine, which has a very weird playthrough, slow introduction to the rules. So,
what's weird about it?
Well, usually in the rulebook they just run through the different phases of the game and give you the rules for it, and that's it. In this playthrough book that comes with the magazine, it kind of, here's a couple of rules, here's a scenario, as you will find out as we go through it. Let's not spoil the adventure. So it is myself, Herr Spieler, yourself,
Frau Spieler.
Oh, nice, and a good friend of ours, Jack. There's two different factions in the playthroughs. There are the Ultramarines, which are army of super men.
Like Marines, but more.
Yeah, they're like super Marines, and they're in space. So they're space Marines.
Super, mega, ultra, ultimate space marine.
Ultramarines is like the...
That's the colour of their uniform.
The regiment, yeah. Well, you can dictate the regiment they are. There's these different things called chapters, and Ultramarines is one of the chapters. It's one of the original chapters, you know, but we're not going to go into the whole lore of the game. We'll save that for a future video when we've got a couple of bottles of wine. Okay, so Ultramarines, your choice. You can play as the Ultramarines, who are elite soldiers. The Ultramarines have a sort of Roman aesthetic about them, as well as being seen as the goody two-shoes with their Primarch, which we're not going to go into, Bobby G. They're very strong in the game against other armies. Or the Necrons. The Necrons are an alien race who are pretty much just robots now, almost like Terminators. And they're very Egyptian themed, these space Terminators.
In what way?
Just the aesthetic of them. So where you might have, in a lot of games where you have like Egyptian themed civilizations, you know, and there'll be like undead skeletons and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that typical. And so you have like Pharaoh, who would be in charge.
80s horror Egyptian.
Yeah.
Okay.
But these are obviously space adventures, so they're robots.
80s Terminator horror Egyptian themed.
Okay, so those are your two choices. They want to eradicate all life in the universe, and they're a very ancient civilization that have been asleep for millennia. But to be fair, humans also want to eradicate all other life in the universe. So there's no good guys in this game, really. So which side would you rather be?
Well,
you can change between missions if you want.
Do I want to be Roman goody two-shoes or 80s Terminator horror Egyptian themed aliens?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be the aliens.
Okay, this is your alien. He is a royal warden. He goes on that point D and facing inwards. There we go. And I have the Primaris Lieutenant.
What's my one called again?
Royal Warden.
Okay.
Okay, there are 3 objectives in this game. Shall I just give you the blurb?
Sure.
You don't sound like you want it.
I mean, I tried to read it and it was like visual white noise.
Oh, okay. So first contact. The Ramassa system is at war on the surface of the industrial moon Megaria. Megaria sounds like a STI.
Yeah, or some sort of fecal disease.
Maybe. Oh no, I've got Megaria. Yeah, you can have the moon, don't worry about it. A small force of Ultramarines have arrived to battle an invading army of soulless robotic Necrons.
Those are my people.
Those are your people, yeah. The short of it is that the Necrons, who, as I've said, have been asleep for millennia, they're waking up on this moon.
Like Sleeping Beauty.
Like sleep, like Terminator 80s horror Sleeping Beauty.
Yep. What's waking them up?
I think it's sort of supposed to be sort of activity in the universe. You know, and it's kind of like bling bling bling. I don't think they were supposed to be asleep this long. I don't know. I mean, you know,
like you on a school morning.
Yeah, me on a school morning, exactly. Dickhead. We've got our. Oh fuck! I haven't got tape measure.
Go and get a tape measure then.
Fine, I'll go and get a tape measure.
I mean, unless you've got anything else to measure it with.
Well, it's 6-inch movement, so I'll
I
need
know
to do it
that.
several times. For the first mission, they give us 4 stats for our units, our model, right? A movement stat, yours is 5 inches, mine is 6 inches. A ballistic skill stat, which is what you'd roll to hit with your gun. Yours is on a 3-up, you hit, mine is a 2-up. The number of wounds your model has, yours has 4, mine has 5. And if you get hit, what you have to get on a dice to save to protect yourself from the wound. And on both of them, there's a 3-up. Your weapon is called a relic Ghoul's Blaster. You roll 2 dice when you attack. Mine is called a Neo-Volkite Pistol, which is also 2 dice.
So to me, it sounds like I'm a little bit more shit than your one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're playing the normal game, your guy would cost less points than my guy. So it actually dictates what to do.
Well, that's cool. It means I don't have to make any decisions.
You don't have to make any decisions,
Which is
okay?
great.
So the Royal Warden wants to activate the repair nodes, but it has to get to the activation point first. So use the ruler to move the model 5 inches closer to an objective. Objective 1 is the closest to the Warden's starting point. You will just be out of reach, so you can't activate it this turn. Remember, the model has to stay on the mat. So I guess, they're thinking low bar. So you can move your Royal Warden 5 inches towards objective 1, which is just a plain circular 1 objective marker.
And I noticed when I was reading it that it says you have to do it from the front of the thing.
Front of the base.
Front of the base. Yeah, so it'd be like that.
Yeah, so the front of the base, and then the front of the base would go to the edge. You don't have to move the full movement in when you're normally playing, but obviously we're following what this says in this instance.
If you're playing like where there's an obstacle, do you get to do like your 5 inches in a non-straight line? Like if you have to go around something, or can you only ever move in a straight line?
You can go around things,
Okay.
but you would have to, you obviously wouldn't go as far because you've got to go around something. But there's some terrain options that you can move right through, and others you have to go around. But we'll come to that in future games, I'm sure.
What's the etiquette for people who are total klutzes and just keep knocking things over? Just for no reason, I'm asking.
If you live with them, you make them keep playing.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can try and shoot my guy if you want to.
I'm gonna shoot you.
You're going to shoot me in game? So you roll 2, and can you remember what your ballistic skill was?
3-up.
Well done. Didn't even sign to you off the camera. So 2 hits. So for each hit, whoever's been shot at, they have to roll 1 dice per hit. So my save is a 3-up. So 2 dice with 3s, and 1 hits and 1 does not. So I had 5 wounds, and I now have 4 wounds.
I'm confused. You've lost a wound,
Yep.
but you've put 1 dice there.
Because the number is the number of wounds I've got.
Oh, I see.
Yeah?
Yeah, so you had 5.
Yeah, now I've got 4.
I thought it was just a random number you put it on.
Have a drink. Now, it tells me that I want to be moving closer to you to attack you.
Oh.
So I get to move 6 inches. Beep, 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 beep. So 2s. Oh, 1 hits, 1 does not. So you get your 1 dice to roll to try and save. So you take 1 hit. So now you have how many wounds?
3.
Well done. All the enthusiasm's gone from your voice now.
Oh, maybe I just beat you this time.
Oh, maybe. So your turn 2.
So I got to move to the first objective,
Yep. Touch it.
touching it.
Yep. And then roll a d6, and you want a 5 or a 6.
God damn.
You got a 1.
Yeah.
Now you can try and shoot me. 1 hit. Can I save? Yes. Fine. I'm going to stay where I am. Speed things up. No need to move. Shoot. Oh, 1 hit. So 1 3 up. So at 6. Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. Good. So you don't take a wound.
No.
Woo. Your turn.
You weren't even using a tape measure and you still took it.
Well, patriarchy, innit? Why not?
Just stick it with me.
The sense of entitlement. Fine.
Oop.
So you can
Fine.
shoot me. The noise, if you knock that box of dice off the side. Okay,
I'm going to shoot you.
go for it. Oh, 2 hits. Well done. The 3 ups. I saved them both. Oh. Okay, I'm going to shoot you. Hit you both times. You saved them both. Wow. On this second playthrough, because I forgot to record the first game, you're doing much better.
Earlier.
Oh my god. I didn't record any of it. I thought I started it recording.
I quit.
You can't quit.
Is it recording? Fuck's sake. You biggest dickhead.
It's like you needed to have a practice game to warm up your dice throwing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So it's your turn.
Okay. Got to move to number 2.
Well, I mean, you could try and go to number 3. But why?
Why would I do that?
You could... If you move to like the edge of number 2 on this side, could you maybe make it to number 3 next time?
Well, I imagine it's another 6 inches like it was from 1 to 2. So, no. Maybe, or maybe. If I had a bigger base.
I think that's why I'd probably give them different characters, different base sizes. You had 3 wounds.
Okay. Good remembering. So I'm going to go to that side of it.
Yep, that's fine. Oh, just touching it. Okay. So then you can try roll the dice to see if you win.
See if I win.
No.
Nope. What if I break all of them?
Then I'll win.
Oh.
So you're going to shoot me?
Yeah, definitely.
Go on, definitely yes.
Well, I'll try and shoot you.
We just shoot each other, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 hits, okay. I roll it again because it's outside the tray. Now I have 3 wounds. That is an exact replica of the sound effect in RoboCop.
If I'd seen RoboCop, I'd know
Oh my fucking god!
whether that was
Oh my
funny
god!
or not.
Now I'm going to shoot you. 2 hits. Bulk height pistol right to the face.
Yep.
You took 2 wounds, down to 1 wound. So now you get to move. No.
You sure?
Yep. It's just too short.
God, no.
This tape measure's not the best one. You gonna shoot me?
Yeah, I suppose.
You got your back to me, shall I turn you around?
Is that obligatory? Is that part of the rules that your figures have to be facing the figure that they're shooting?
In Necromunda it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The look on your face suggests you're making it up.
I'm not making it
Why?
up.
Also, why is it different?
because the rules for this game are different to the rules for Necromunda. There's some similarities, but there's some differences. Because they're not super soldiers and Terminators, they're just scummy gangers.
Okay.
Like, you know, from back in London. So 1 hit, which I saved. Now I'm going to blow you away. Two hits. So you got to roll 2 3-ups. Oh, she did it! She did it! Okay. So you need to get this on the activation. Do you want me to move you a little bit?
Sure, yeah.
Do you want to do it?
No, you're nearest. Is that allowed? You're allowed to move other people's things with their consent?
With their consent, yes. But don't be touching someone else's models without their consent. It's just rude.
Space it.
Go on then. Can you get...
No.
You rolled a skull all 3 times.
I know.
Impressive.
Seems unlikely, doesn't it?
Not with those dice. I gave you the one that's 6 skulls. You picked it. So you can shoot me?
Yeah, I guess.
I think statistically I'm likely to win this one now.
Yeah.
You've only got 1 wound left. And you rolled more skulls.
Is skull not the best one?
Maybe played it wrong. Let's just... yeah, it does have other numbers.
Yeah, but we all know what your deal is. I've got...
No skulls.
I obviously made the opposite deal to you.
Yeah. That was the cost of my deal. Was I to pick someone who could never roll a 6.
Why did you pick me?
We only just started dating. I didn't know if it was going to last. So I get to shoot you back because I'm not going to move. So we should do it just in case. Okay. So 2 3-ups. You're dead. Do you want the sound effect?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on.
Oh.
That sounds like a robot dying.
No, what do robots sound like when they die?
It's your robot, you can pick. Okay, there you go. Mission 1 done. Win to the Ultramarines. Is sufficiently dramatic. And that is the end of scenario 1. So we covered movement and shooting and save rolls, but only basic information. So there we go.